Yo, the enemy's public, I gotta keep my eyes open. Pay attention, stop walking around like you blindfolded. This not the World Cup, but Nasir be kicking knowledge. This is the type of information you can never learn in college. It's time to fight back, it's no more trying to play it cool. We got interviews, podcasts, and got the latest news. So sit back and relax, we about to get it started. Earth is a canvas, and guess who's the con artist? They brainwashing us, the system corrupted. You are now rocking with the enemy's public. You are now rocking with the enemy's public. I said you are now rocking with the enemy's public. Hey.
This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir, showing off the enemy's public merchandise that my wife made me for Father's Day. We are the enemy's public shorts with the TEP and the crosshairs. And we also have the enemy's public t-shirt with the TEP with Bro.Nasir, the enemy's public on the sleeve, and we have a YouTube logo on the bottom, letting people know that I'm on YouTube. And if they want to get to my channel, all they have to do is that if they have a scanner on their phone, is come and scan the barcode on their phone, and then you can go directly to my YouTube channel just by scanning the barcode on my t-shirt. That way, instead of people not being able to find my channel, they could find my channel just by scanning the barcode. It's fly. Instead of people trying to find me in the algorithm, they can find me directly just by scanning the barcode. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Peace. Peace. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. Today, June 14th, 2023, Daniel Penny, Daniel not worth a penny, was indicted for murder. I know we all remember the young man who was a Michael Jackson impersonator who had mental issues. He was on the train, the subway in New York City, and he was, doing what the mentally challenged do, acting out. They said he was making threats. He was yelling and screaming at people, and he was saying that he was hungry and he had nothing to lose. He's willing to go to jail. Basically letting the people know just how hopeless he was about life. Yet instead of someone being a good Samaritan and giving him some money, or if they had extra lunch packed, give him a sandwich, something to drink, or what have you. See, we have people in government, in particular Caucasian people, they're always talking about humanity, yet they don't exercise any humanity. Now, Daniel Penny was at least 100 pounds heavier than the brother who I forgot his name, the brother who he choked out, the Michael Jackson impersonator. Let me look that up real quick. What was his name? Give me 1 second to look that up. I usually be on that. Jordan Neely. That's the brother's name, Jordan Neely. He was snuck up from behind and choked to death. And while the young man was trying to fight, we had people holding his hands while he was being choked out. Salute to my brother Chris Cyphers TSL. Salute to the sister Jewel 512. Thanks for coming through. While he was trying to fight off Daniel Penny, trying to keep from being choked to death, there were people holding the man's hands so he couldn't even fight. And he was indicted today. I'm going to play a video of a news clipping of the indictment. Now, he said that he didn't intend to kill the brother Jordan Neely. This man is a military veteran telling us this. And this man, if he's 22, 23 years old, he has lived a terrible life because he looks older than I am. And I'm almost 60. And he wants us to believe that he didn't intend to kill Jordan Neely. See, white supremacy runs deep. It runs really, really deep. And anti-blackness. I call it so-called because there's nothing superior about them. They have this superior demeanor, but they don't show themselves approved as being superior. They just say they are, but they're not. Now, he was indicted today, and he's covered as far as expenses. He's covered.
Now to breaking news, and the attorney for the family of Jordan Neely telling...
He's covered because he has over $2 million for his defense fund. And anti-blackness, so-called white supremacy runs real deep because it was the attorney who raised the money. I know why the attorney raised the money. He's going to get that money. Yet, a lot of them would do this free to show the world that one of us can be murdered and they'll defend the murderer.
CBS 2, a Manhattan grand jury has indicted Daniel Penny, the man accused of choking Neely to death on a subway train.
CBS 2's Dick Brennan is in the newsroom with the details.
Well, Allison Maurice, we just got off the phone with the attorney for Jordan Neely's family, who confirms the indictment. Remember, Penny was arrested last month after the deadly chokehold. The Marine vet was recorded holding Neely in a chokehold on an F train back on May 1st. He was arrested 11 days later and was initially charged with second-degree manslaughter. If found guilty, Penny could face up to 15 years in prison. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has declined to comment. Neely was a 30-year-old subway performer who had been homeless. Witnesses told police he'd been acting erratically, and they described feeling threatened before Penny intervened. Penny released a video statement this weekend saying he was protecting himself and other passengers. He's currently out on...
He was protecting himself and other passengers. A man a lot smaller than him, a man who hadn't put his hands on anyone, just acting out. And Jordan Neely was what I would call a soft target. That's what I would call a soft target. This guy's a big coward because if it was somebody my size acting out, he would have sat his ass there and hope I didn't do nothing to his ass. But this man was never a threat to anyone on that subway. He saw a soft target, and not only that, it was 3 of them against that one little man.
On bond. We're working on getting more information about the indictment, and we'll bring it to you as soon as it comes in. In the newsroom, Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Dick, thank you.
Here's another video of the incident that happened with Jordan Neely. Why isn't this crap playing? Why is this doing this?
A grand jury meets this week to consider charges against the Marine veteran whose chokehold led to the death of a man suffering from mental illness. He'd been shouting at people in the New York City subway. The vet is now speaking out. He says he acted in self-defense. Sabila Vargas with details.
The Marine veteran charged in the chokehold death of a homeless man on the New York City subway is speaking out for the first time.
The doors closed, and he ripped his jacket off and threw it at the people sitting down to my left.
22-year-old Daniel Penny says he acted out of fear on May 1st after 30-year-old street performer Jordan Neely got on the subway and started threatening passengers. Penny's lawyers released this videotaped statement.
The 3 main threats that he repeated over and over was, I'm going to kill you, I'm prepared to go to jail for life, and I'm willing to die. I was scared for myself, but I looked around, I saw women and children. He was yelling in their faces, saying these threats. I couldn't just sit still.
Critics of Penny's have called the subway death an execution. Neely's family says he suffered from mental illness.
See, they have to play on the emotions of the people. He's doing exactly what his attorney told him to do and saying what his attorney told him to say. There were women and children present. He was threatening them. He was in their faces. Yet, what about the people who said none of that happened? What about those people? It makes no sense, the lie that he's telling. Peace to the brother, Jonathan Taylor. How you doing, good brother?
Hey, man, doing good. Man, when it comes to these snowmen, I'm gonna call him a snowman, it's always an excuse. That man couldn't have weighed no more than $130.
Absolutely.
Now, who the hell was scared when that man came on the train? Okay, that's an excuse he's using, man.
A Michael Jackson impersonator. Can't be with something, brother. Let me finish playing this video, brother. We can tap in, brother.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't want to be put in that situation, but I couldn't just sit still and let him carry out these threats.
Penny says he had no choice but to act fast.
I was trying to keep him on the ground until the police came. I was praying that the police would come and take this situation over.
Penny says in no way did he intend for Neely to die.
You could see in the video there's a clear rise and fall of his chest, indicating that.
Now, how could you not intend someone of dying, having him in a chokehold for 15 minutes? Now, if the police had taken a half hour, he more than likely would have kept the man in the chokehold for a damn half hour. I mean, this is the type of people who they hire as police officers, and this is the type of people they hire as a military personnel. This man's supposed to be military personnel, so therefore he knows the effects of a damn chokehold, especially for 15 minutes. Now they go all over the world talking about they're doing humanity missions, but this is what they do all over the world. I have people who was in the military that I'm close to, and some of them are ashamed of what they've done and ashamed of what their commanding officers had them to do under the guise of so-called humanity.
That he was still breathing.
The district attorney has impaneled a grand jury that's meeting this week to decide if Penny will be formally indicted in the case. If Penny goes to court, he'll have quite the war chest. Crowdfunding has already raised $2.8 million for his defense.
Mr. Neely wanted people to believe that he was going to kill them, and Danny did believe that, and so did other riders on the train. There was no way for Danny to know that what he was doing would lead to Mr. Neely's death.
See, now they're using that he didn't know better narrative bullshit. There's no way for him to know that what he was doing would lead
Did the man come on the train, my brother, with a weapon? Did he come on that train with a weapon?
No, he didn't, brother.
So if he didn't come on a train, with a weapon, who the hell was scared of him? You gonna tell me a goddamn man weighing about 130 pounds, and you had plenty of men on that train that weighed way more than that man? Who the hell was afraid of him? Would he Bruce Lee or something?
Nobody.
When it come to these, when it come to these people, man, it's always a damn excuse. If that would have been a white man come on the damn train and act a damn fool, right? And a black man did to that, they probably would have killed his ass already. And you already know that. Please.
I mean, they would have used the mentally ill narrative, and they also would have made every excuse in the world, to not, do something to him, even though they shouldn't have done anything to the man. If the man screaming that he's hungry, that he haven't eaten, had nothing to drink, he's tired, he's sleepy, he's homeless. See, that's the Eric Adams problem over there in New York. Now, people had a tent city over there, and he tore the tents down. The people tried to provide, even if it was meager as hell, they tried to provide accommodation for themselves over there. He tore the shit down and didn't provide alternate, accommodation for them. And now we have people coming from these other cities that he's accommodating. You know what I'm saying? These immigrants, he got these immigrants coming over, and he's accommodating them. And this brother died because he was homeless and hungry. I must be losing my goddamn mind, man.
Yo, and I heard it was supposed to be like he was trying to raise about 1.2 billion or something.
He got over $2 million for his defense fund, and the lawyer helped to raise it.
No, I'm talking about for the immigrants.
No, he got a lot of money. You're speaking about Eric Adams.
Right, yeah, what he did for these migrants and shit coming here, New York City.
But he's not accommodating the citizens over there in New York that don't have anywhere to live and hungry, naked and out of doors. He's not providing anything for them. But people who are coming here, the immigrants, they're talking about they're obligated to do something for these people. What you're obligated to do is send their ass back where they came from. That's what you're obligated to do, and take that money and do something for the citizens of New York. And it's not ironic that they take all of the cities that our people are in and make them the asylum cities.
Because you know why they're doing that, right? They trying to run you out.
Yes, they want to undermine us, and they want to replace us.
Yep.
First, we're too big to replace. And second, they don't want them in their areas, so they send them to where we're at to undermine us and our efforts and whatever we're doing. And then what they'll do is they'll talk about how bad crime is to make an excuse. And Biden told us what we're going to have to deal with. He told us. what we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with the immigrants that he allowed to come here to seek asylum. But we don't even have asylum in our own goddamn country, bro.
Nope. America always been doing this, but this is what I'm gonna be saying on this, man. We know that there's an almighty power, man. Believe me what I say. He will bring the judgment on this damn place for the evil crimes they committed against our people. You could damn sure believe, man, that this society here, this kingdom is on its way out. Believe me what I tell you.
They know
feel it.
They know that shit. That explains their behavior, brother. When they know stuff like that, that explains their behavior. Why they behave the way they behave, because they know their kingdom has been what they call weighed in the balance.
Yep.
And found wanting. They know this. So therefore, it explains their behavior. They're acting in desperation now.
The clock is ticking on their ass, basically.
They know it.
That's right. You know, with the sand in the hourglass, man, that shit is, it's just at the end. And they know that shit. That's why they trying to create all this havoc and chaos throughout the whole world, man, because they know the handwriting is on the wall. Basically, I'm going to say it to them, it's your ass. Because you can't do the evil that this society has done, what these people have done historically, and think that the almighty creator is going to let your ass escape. You must be out your damn mind to think that.
What these people have done and are doing currently, brother. They have never stopped. See, just because, you know, people are not on horses and wearing sheets, it doesn't mean that they're not doing the same thing they were doing when they was on horses. Sheets. What they now have, they have
police officers.
They have 300 and 400 horsepower in their vehicles. You know, and they're wearing police uniforms, judge robes, even lab coats, brother. Even lab coats.
Yep.
Even lab coats. That, you know, they're still the same wicked ass people they always been, and
they not gonna change. Listen, I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna say that.
You pray for those that want to change, but I'm gonna say this too. Listen, I'm not praying for these people. Because I'm gonna say this too, and I'm speaking for me. I seen what they done to our people in this society, man. The only thing I could ever feel in my heart is that I want revenge. You feel me? You brung us over here, made us build your damn kingdom for nothing, free, and you got the nerve to call somebody lazy. Don't that bother with you, bro? That these people got some damn nerve to say that we are lazy. When we built your shit, your stinking ass forefathers came here and mamas sitted on they stinky rusty ass while we was working in them goddamn fields. You people got some balls to say some shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got balls. But I'm gonna say this too: the Almighty gonna cut them nuts off. Believe me.
They don't even believe, brother. Do you have more than one? Do you have more than one thing open on your more than one tab open?
No.
Because people are saying they're hearing echoes.
No, I don't have nothing on.
See, one thing we can't be called is lazy.
Oh, hell no.
We can't be called lazy. And because we work hard. Some of our people work 50 and 60 hours a week. Can't call them lazy.
You got our people working 2 and 3 jobs.
And we do what it takes to suffice us when it comes to taking care of our families. We do what it takes to suffice us. Now, a lot of Caucasian people, they're not responsible. How could you be a person who try to delegate responsibility as an irresponsible ass person? They'll try to delegate responsibility being irresponsible. And brother, Chris Cyphers, pardon me, and don't hold it against me. You're laughing at me. I know you're laughing at me, my brother. Hit the link, brother. Come up here and just school me and laugh at me to my face, brother, because I was totally oblivious to what you were saying in the chat, brother. That's funny. Yeah,
But
brother.
you ever hear these people say, "Well, I had nothing to do with slavery. But it was not me. My forefathers did it." But anybody that benefits off of slavery, you are responsible for it today because you benefit off of it, man. All the luxuries, can I say this quick? Sorry, I cut you off. All the luxuries that these people enjoy in America and the world, basically the goddamn world, let's keep it 100, is because of their forefathers enslaving ours. Okay? You wouldn't be rich if it wasn't for slavery. That's what you call generational wealth. Okay? Right? Am I right?
But I agree with some of our people want us to believe that none of that happened, yet our behavior, brother, suggests that it did. And not only that, a lot of them are in privileged positions because of what happened in the past.
Of course.
You can't say that, okay, it wasn't me. You know, and they feel like they shouldn't be
accountable
for what their forefathers did. And not only that, brother, the people who were already here, our people who was already here, some of them were kidnapped, some of them were murdered, you know, and some of them had land and stuff stolen from them. And they had to be held accountable for that also.
Yo, if you had children, right, and you had a successful business, and you leave your business to your children, if you die, who's responsible for it now?
Just like you want that generational wealth, you get that generational goddamn accountability.
So the children are responsible then, right?
Exactly.
So are these people the children of their forefathers that brought our forefathers here?
I'm gonna sum it up in a nutshell.
Yes, sir.
They are responsible.
Thank you. They're responsible. Period.
They're responsible. You know,
you know the saying.
They want to reap the benefits, but don't want to reap what they damn sow.
No, there you go. You reap what you sow. All they have done is sown nothing but chaos, murder, deceit, lies. What more you want?
But not only that, brother. It's not like they changed. Anything different from their forefathers. So hell yeah, they gotta pay, man.
Yo, check it out. Do you know how many black townships was burnt down to the ground in this country? About 100.
Yeah, 100 or so.
Okay. About 100 of them. Now, during the time of the emancipation in 1865, when we was so-called let go, which I ain't never believed, we ain't never been let go, because these people ain't never lift the foot off your damn neck. Okay.
See, our people need to understand what emancipation is.
Right.
Emancipation doesn't mean that they're actually freeing you. When a child is emancipated from his parents, that means the parents are no longer responsible for the child. So when they have the so-called Emancipation Proclamation, that means that we was on our goddamn own. That's what that means. But there's some of us, fought to stay on the damn plantation.
Yep.
To work close to nothing. See, our people, brother, some of us, we get a hold to, we don't know how to eat the fruit and spit out the pit.
The seeds.
The seeds, whether if you're eating peaches, wherever it grew it, We don't know how to eat that fruit and spit the rest of that out. We take anything that our enemy put on social media. They know we're looking for knowledge, brother. They know it. So they're gonna plant things on social media for us because they know we're searching. And what they're doing is a whole bunch of re-indoctrination. So they don't want to be held accountable, so they'll put stuff to suggest that things didn't happen the way it really happened to get themselves off the hook. Even McGraw-Hill is changing the language and the text.
Like they taking the history books out the library, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some of it is falsehood. A whole lot of it is falsehood. A lot of it is falsehood. Yet, that what is true, they're trying to change that also. They're trying to change that the truth also. They get themselves off the hook. They're even calling it critical race theory because they don't want their children. They say it's causing divisiveness, as if we're united in the first damn place. So they want us to stay the way we are, yet be ignorant to the fact of who they are. They don't want us to know who we are or who they are. They want to keep hiding who they are. They hide their wickedness, and they want us to believe that we're this weak people that just rolled over and let them do what they say they did to us. A lot of us, brother, we didn't just roll over. A lot of us would say, nah, I'm not being no goddamn slave. I'll die first. Yeah. A lot of people, you know how many.
But we was overwhelmed, bro. They had guns and shit. We didn't have no weapons of mass destruction like they did.
How many cities were burnt down? But we need to count the revolts. It was so many revolts that to the fact they said, you know what? We can't enslave these people. They're not going for it. So we might as well just emancipate them and they on their own, because there were so many revolts of slavery. Yep. We didn't just roll over for these people. They want us to believe that they overpower us. No, they're some wicked ass people. Yes, they are. And they prove that every day.
Ain't nothing changed.
No doubt. They prove that they're wicked as hell every single day. If I never heard of Malcolm X, I never heard of Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad or Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan or Dr. Khaled or Francis Cress Wilson or any of these people, if I never heard them, I would have the same sentiment that I have now about these people.
Because you done witnessed it in your life.
Exactly. I'm almost 60 years old, so I witnessed it. If I never heard any of them, I would still have the same sentiment that I have about these people. They're wicked.
That's right. It's just like to say that, you know, a lot of our people asking for reparations, because I'm going to tell it like it is. Do you know that every rich white man and woman throughout this planet would have to surrender all this shit to us because of what we have lost over these 200 some odd 400 years of being over here? They would have to give every goddamn thing to us, which they won't. So, you know what I'm saying?
So most of what they have was more than likely stolen from us anyway. So
of course, no doubt.
So they would just be giving us back what was stolen
from us. Was rightfully ours.
Was ours anyway. See, people don't realize that they use these words and we don't even catch it. Now, when there was a so-called treaty, I mean, what I'm saying, it was a so-called treaty between the indigenous people here and the so-called pilgrims. They wasn't on a pilgrimage, but they call themselves pilgrims. When they had a so-called treaty, and it was some robbery being taken place, because there's no robbery in a fair exchange. If there's not a fair exchange, is a robbery being taken place. I don't care what it is. If it's not a fair exchange, somebody's getting robbed. Period. And when our people found out that we were being robbed, we wanted our shit back. And being that our people was the indigenous people here, the so-called quote-unquote Indians, they called that's where that term Indian giver came.
Mm-hmm.
You wanting your shit back once you found out you was being robbed and there was no even exchange. Whenever there's no even exchange, somebody in that party, somebody in that so-called agreement is being robbed. So when you call somebody an Indian giver, know what that term came from. Came from a wicked ass person who doesn't deal with people fairly. Just like they don't deal with our people fairly when we make deals with certain people. When some of our people make record, when they sign deals
in the record industry, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's being robbed.
Yep. It's just like you got people like in when Sam Cooke died, right? About what more than 58 years ago. He got killed, bro, because they wanted his masters. He was more important to them dead than alive. And look how much money they made off of him when he died. Look how much money they made when Prince died and Michael. Okay? This is how they operate in that industry, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what they do, brother.
It's corrupt.
They will murder you for those masters, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Will murder you for those masters. And if you don't believe that, brother, something wrong with you.
Yep, they will. That's how they do.
They proved that because you look at our brothers, you know, Prince and Michael Jackson, they was murdered because they were brilliant brothers. That's why
businessmen.
There was brilliant brothers,
right,
who outsmarted those who tried to outsmart them. You know, and before Michael was murdered, he said that he outsmarted the people at Sony, and he was walking away with owning half of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and days later, he was dead. See, they found a way to get him. What they do, they drugged him. They got him addicted to drugs. Michael.
And guess who they used to do it?
One of us. They can never do it without one of us. It's always one of us that aid and abet them in our demise. It's always one of them who helped, brother. They can't do it alone. They whenever they do something, brother, they have to use one of us. Yep. Who did they use to assassinate the brother Fred Hampton?
One of us.
William O'Neill, right? They had to use one of us. Who did they use to?
Because somebody that looked like you is the easy somebody you be able to trust.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they are the obvious. They're the obvious. You're not going to trust them just by saying it. They're the obvious. So they'll get somebody to go into your organization, even rise to official capacity, you know, move up the ranks, but that person is a straight up agent and double agent.
That's right.
Because William O'Neill was in charge of security, brother. He was in charge of security. He cooked Fred Hampton and all the members of the Chicago Panther Party dinner. Slipped Fred Hampton a Mickey in his drink to put him to sleep so he can't fight back in the event that they're attacked. That's why they was able to get him like that, because it slipped him a Mickey and put him to sleep. They fired over 100 shots at that brother. Why they fired shots into him when he was dead already.
Damn.
And Chicago police and the federal government admitted that they assassinated him because you awarded the family money. They awarded the family money for the murder of Fred Hampton. They admit they did that to her. So if they are capable of doing that, their whole entire agency and department should be abolished. Doing things like that shouldn't even exist.
Yeah, you're right.
Abolish the whole department and the whole agency. They're capable of doing things like that. Now, Fred Hampton was 21 years old, brother.
What year was that?
1960, I think, 9.
Okay.
1969. 21 years old and was about to be a father. His son, Fred Hampton Jr., never seen his dad because his mother was pregnant with him when he was assassinated.
Damn.
Never saw it. He's a split image of him, though. He looks just like him.
Yeah.
And he's a split image of him in a lot of ways, too, bro.
Yeah.
He acts like him, too.
I don't see our people coming together because there's too much pride, too many egos, and our people really don't know what true family means. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know what family means. Meaning through the thick and thin, you're supposed to stick by each other. Our people don't have that in them. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some damn sellouts among our people, bro. I mean,
we do.
Tons.
Bro, you can't argue that point, bro. When I first came into knowledge of self, my school of thought is Nation of Islam, okay? When I first joined NOI back in like 87, I did no speaking. I was a soldier. All I wanted to do was to work. The work, follow instructions. That's what I wanted to do. Just follow the instructions of whoever my FOI captain was, lieutenant was, first officer was, whoever the minister was. Just give me my instructions. I follow my instructions. Yet, the minister I was under had...
Where was this out of? Jersey? Or New York?
New Jersey. And New York. We went because I was assigned to a particular minister that traveled the whole nation. That's who I was assigned to. I was assigned to Brother Kareem, and that's who I traveled.
No, I thought you said Khalil. Okay.
Kareem, Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad. He was the East Coast representative for the nation, and I was assigned to. But he had different plans for me. He wanted me to go out and actually speak to people, and I've never was that type to actually speak to people. I wanted to be that one who carry out duties. That's what I wanted to do. Whatever they said, do. Get this Negro off the corner. These children walking by, he's selling drugs on the corner. Get him off the corner. I want to do that. Go do this. Go do that. Let's go into these projects and speak to the homies. That's what I wanted to do. But he had a different plan for me. So,
how long did you stay in there with them?
Decades, brother. Decades. I'm not active now, but that's something I would never denounce. Would never denounce it. Never. Because it made me who I am. And you never denounce or disrespect your enlightener. They made you look in the first place. Some of us, when we get quote unquote, we think we have risen above what our school of thought, we start being disrespectful and start being, I just don't think like that. It's not how I think. I don't do that. I'm forever grateful. Peace to the brother, the realest McCoy. I'm forever grateful to those who enlightened me. Brother Kyrie of the Enemy's Public. He's a member of this organization, this channel. He's the Enemy's Public too. he's my enlightener. He's a brother that I grew up with, knew about 50 years.
Okay.
And whatever he did, he will come and get me unless it's some bullshit. If it's some bullshit, he won't come get me. If it's something good and beneficial for the both of us, he'll come get me. He's the type of person that'll push you away from bullshit, but to come get you when it comes to real good shit, he'll come get you and involve you in it. He's the one who actually brought me, to the nation. That brother Kyrie. And he's more like a brother to me though. He's more like a brother. He's a good brother. He's more like a brother to me.
Well, do you think our people have the will to just walk away from America, meaning the mindset and thought of believing in a society that has done nothing but destroy you? I don't see our people going in to just walk away from this, meaning like give it up and just say, nah, it's about me, about us. We got to come together. I don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
Brother, with freedom comes great responsibility.
Right.
A lot of our people have been so dependent and so indoctrinated to this system, they don't know how to go on their own. And a lot of our people suffer from mental illness. So they think that the abuse that we endure, they think we're supposed to endure because that's what we were taught for a long time. And also, we were taught that if we endure pain and suffering, that is what get us into some type of kingdom after we die, because they said undeserved suffering is redemptive. We're taught, and we got to get out of that foolishness, brother, and get into what our mothers and fathers taught us. You know what your mother taught you. Somebody hit you, hit them back.
Of course, father said the same.
And my father taught us how to hit back, how to land the punch, the two inside knuckles. He taught us how to land the punch. So we got to get into that. Not being the aggressor, because he always taught us never be the aggressor, but fight back. Fight with those who fight against you. He always taught us that. But our people, some of us don't want to get out of this system because they think it's working for them. But it's not. It's a system that is working accordingly. But it wasn't built for us. So people talking about it's rigged. No, it's not rigged. It's working how it was designed.
It was created for the people that it was created for them. It wasn't created for you.
Exactly.
This is what our people keep on forgetting. Listen, we live in a land called America, but we don't reap the benefits of the land. You understand what I'm saying? We don't reap nothing. Because I'm gonna say this too. If that's the case, then these people that stole this land, brung us here and made us work to build their kingdom up. We should have been compensated a long time ago. Okay?
Yeah, that is
remember
not nature.
The 40 acres and 2 mules. You know how much land we would have been owning, bro?
But that's not in their nature. That's not in their nature.
No, we know that. Yeah, no doubt.
To like I said, brother, earlier, that when there's not a fair exchange, somebody's being robbed. There's no robbery in a fair exchange. If it's not fair dealing, somebody is being robbed. But yet they make you think what they'll tell you is it's business. Dirty ass business. That's what it is.
Under the table business.
Dirty business. It's not just business, it's dirty ass business. That's what they try to make us believe, that it's just business. They sum it up like that.
I see our people, man. They beg to no avail. I'm gonna keep it real. Listen, you can beg these people for reparations all you want. You shouldn't have to beg them for nothing. They should know they owe you. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to beg. Beg them for what? Right. We the only people that been in this land that done served in every major war that America ever fought. Ever fought.
That's the truth.
And they ain't never been given no compensation. You go over there. This is what I'm saying. I'm talking about modern times now with our people. I don't know why would any black man in America or woman would want to join their military. You know what I'm saying? Because I would ask any of them, what are you fighting for? You fighting to liberate your people? You fighting for your people to obtain some respect or the notoriety? If you ain't fighting for none of those things, man, because all you doing is benefiting them, okay? Because I'm going to keep it real again. Every war America had, they started the shit. Let's keep it 100, bro. They started it.
That's true.
Okay? But they brung you into the mix to help them fight. When they started this shit, I'm going to keep it real. If this man is the badass like he claim he is, why don't you fight your own goddamn battles? Okay?
They'll never do that because
we already know they ain't gonna do that.
They beat the war drum and they use noble names like patriot and
all that bullshit,
liberty, and you're a patriot. And they show these commercials, or these animated commercials of people being a soldier and a damn school teacher at the same.
You ever heard the real version of the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, I heard I didn't hear it, but I read it. I read the other verses.
Mm-hmm. What was your take?
I mean, just as I suspected. I mean, just the parts that the first two verses is enough for me. Didn't even hear it. Didn't even need to hear the other verses because I knew what the first two verses was. When he said the rock is red glare, the bombs bursting in air. That's violence. That's war.
Yep.
So I didn't even need to hear the other verses of the Star Spangled Banner. So. So the bombs bursting in there gave proof through the night that our
flag was still there. Yeah.
But they ain't nothing but gang violence. Your flag there. See, the irony of the so-called gang violence with our people is
two of the main colors is in the flag.
The federal government gave them their colors, bro. That right there is.
And two niggas in this country, Bloods and Crips fighting. And what's in the American flag? Red and blue and white. Ain't that some shit?
They're fighting on a lie, though. They're fighting on a lie because the Crips was first.
Right.
The Bloods came out of the Crips.
And
they were organizations. They were not gangs. They were made. Peace to my brother Chris Cyphers. Thanks for joining me, brother. They were made for today. Salute to you, good brother.
What's good, man?
See, the Bloods and the Crips were made what they are. They wasn't always like that. See, the federal government, the CIA operatives, when they were done with their assignments, they were assigned to our organizations, and they made our organizations what they are today. See, when you see these brothers fighting today, they're fighting on a law, not a law. They're fighting on a lie that was started by the federal agents. They're fighting on that because they were sitting into these organizations to neutralize them, infiltrate them, and neutralize them and destroy them. All
like
of
J. Edgar Hoover, man.
Exactly. So
Yep.
they're fighting on a lie today. A straight lie. Brother Chris Cyphers, what's good brother?
And High Frequencies family, you know, chilling. I was working on the beat. That's what took me a minute.
Okay. It's all it takes for you, huh? A minute, huh? You create that fire, huh?
Hey man, shit, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. You know, when should we expect something, brother?
Oh man, I don't think I gave everybody the update. Well, I end up sending Dangerous the beat that we gonna work on. So
Okay.
we got that in the works like now. I got another song I'm working on with another female artist over here. We had a session tomorrow actually, and I think we're gonna start laying the vocals down. So
That's
you
what's up.
start hearing some stuff very soon.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to it, brother. Look forward to it. I got the merch coming soon.
Nice.
I got the shirts with the barcode. All you gotta do is scan it, go straight to the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Got those shirts coming.
Nice.
Got the shorts. You know what I'm saying? I showed on the promo, the promo of it. Yeah, and we'll see how that works, bro. We'll see what it does. You got the same logo that I have on my avatar.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see
All
what
right,
it
I'm gonna
does.
have to let me know when that drop so I can cop some.
I'm trying to get the I don't want to really, make the mass production. I'm gonna see how it does, and I want to get the head wraps, the regular head wraps with the head ties with the logo on it. It's a regular head tie.
Yeah.
Tie,
Nice.
some sweats on, tie, okay, got the TDP in the front, something like that.
Yeah.
Those. Some of us, I don't have hair, but some of us, when we don't feel like, combing our hair or doing, getting our hair right, just throw that joint on, tie it up, and be gone.
Right.
Especially like if you're running, exercising, and stuff like that.
Right.
Get the head tie.
Right.
Yes, sir, brother.
That's what's up.
I got a question for you, brother.
Let's go.
Do you think that Donald Trump will see inside of any jail or prison?
Oh, negative. Negatory. No.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not at all.
He's not gonna see inside. All they doing is the theater, brother.
Yeah, I mean it's a stage, man. It's a stage. They gonna show him getting apprehended. They gonna show him going away, and man, that's stage, man. That's Hollywood stuff, man. That man ain't going to jail, man.
Just to say they did it, right? We did
Yeah.
prosecute him and all the other foolishness, but he's not going to see inside no jail.
Not at all.
He's getting that preferential treatment right now because he didn't get booked like you and I would have got booked, and we did the same thing he did.
Oh no, it would have been a whole different story.
Brother, do you think as a soldier you threaten national security? You was a soldier. You think as a soldier you threaten national security, you wouldn't be under a jail?
Oh man, if I threaten national security, me, even man, it go two ways. Either I'll be under jail or I'll be shot.
Exactly. See, this is how I think, brother.
Mm-hmm.
The last three presidents didn't see no part of the military.
Oh no.
I don't even think Clinton was in the military. I don't think none of them was in the military. And I think like this, especially when you have somebody like these cats, the way they are using the military for their own gain, for corporate greed and stuff like that. Having them all over the world, you know, stealing for them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like to see soldiers saluting them guys when they get off Air Force One. I hate seeing that, bro.
Man,
Here, these guys do a lot to keep themselves in shape. They're trained. You know what I'm saying? These are trained soldiers in shape, military. They run miles a day. They've done all their training. They did all their what you call it, their boot camp. They did all this stuff. This fat sloppy dude get off the plane, and they gotta salute him. Didn't even come through the ranks.
Yeah.
But he has to get.
I mean, to be honest with you, brother, man, as being one of the soldiers who had to fucking do that shit, bro. None of us wanted to do that. Even as the soldiers themselves, none of us wanted. We were just like, you sorry son of a bitch. Like, nah, not at all. The only one was Obama, because I was in during time Obama was president as well.
And I understand why.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand why.
Yeah.
You know, at least he was in shape.
Yeah. and nor did he come down the airplane the steps or went up there tripping and busting his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just too smooth, you know what I'm saying?
He had a cool ass walk.
Right. And everything about him was cool, man. The way he talked and everything was just cool. Me and him was cool and everything. You know, I even at that time I didn't really see, you know, like a president as like this big factor. You know what I'm saying? I just saw them as other people as well, because, you know, offline that's what they showed. So, you know, it was all cool, but it wasn't like I'm trying to snap pictures and shit with this. Like, no. Cool, man.
Yeah, but you know, they indicted dude yesterday, you know, Donald Trump, 37 additional charges. Now, he belongs in prison, don't he?
Oh, he should have been in prison.
He should have been. I don't want to see. That's the thing I don't understand. Why wasn't he disqualified the first time he ran with all those sexual assault accusations against him? That's crazy.
Because they trying to keep a legacy going, so it was better to wait till the term is out so he can still be in there as like not being impeached, you know, that kind of situation. So it was just to keep his shit going in good terms, rather than going out with a bad name, you know what I'm saying? Because now he go to jail. Oh, who gonna care about going to jail in like a few years, you know, after that shit's over, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gonna worry about that shit. But
what I'm saying, he had accusations when he ran the first time before he became president. He had accusations of sexual assault, and they didn't disqualify him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. No, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
He should have been disqualified then.
Yeah. And not eligible to run again.
Exactly. But they lock up Bill Cosby for some 50-year-old shit that they end up letting them go for because they, you know, prosecution, what they call it, misconduct. maliciously
You know
prosecuting them.
they ain't gonna let our reputation live. They gonna try to tarnish that bitch in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Regardless,
difference, though.
exactly. Regardless of what type of tool you are, brother, in this so-called, I call it so-called white supremacy. That's why I always use the word so-called, because that's what they think. It's not what I think. So-called white supremacy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No matter how or what kind of tool you are, their legacy or how they do things is they try and they usually break their tools when they're done with them.
Of course.
You're not
They
going
do
to
it with
be
their own. They
exactly.
do it
They
with their
break
own
their
people.
tools when they're done with them, especially when it's one of us. They break their tools when they're done with them, and they use you all the way up, and then they break you. You're not going to leave here without something come out. You will see 20, 30 years down the line, some of the people that got this untarnished, unblemished, personality and this unblemished and untarnished reputation. It's gonna come out later on. Because I always say they do the dirt with you to get the dirt on you. They know you did it. They was there. They was doing it with you. But being that they
They
got
was
the power,
recording your ass.
being that they got the power and they got the camera. What did they say on Saturday Night Live about when they was doing the R. Kelly parody? He said, "I'm being set up." He said, "No, you set up the camera."
Right.
That's what they always set you up and they'll hold it. That's what they do. They'll hold it. They do the dirt with you to get the dirt on you. And they have done that with everybody who they bring down.
Yep.
Now we know, the history, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, Emmanuel Noriega, you name it. All these guys was allies.
Emmanuel. Man, Noriega.
All these guys was allies, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
And then when they reneged, that means I got a different definition for renege. That means, when you renege, you go back to being a nigga again. That's my renege. You know what I'm saying? You went from, not having that mindset to having that mindset again. You reneged.
Because your ass got caught hustling.
Exactly. Exactly.
That part, family.
Exactly. They know you did it because they was with you. And being that they are the so-called powers that be, they're able to bring you down. Isn't that something, brother? And it's mockery to go in somebody's country, arrest the president, try and convict him, and then hang him. With all the war, the war crimes that was committed by the nation we're in and by the president that is not over the nation.
They was playing just jury executioner.
And that's crazy. I guarantee nobody will be able to come over here and do that. Because I'm certain that there was war crimes committed. Because, it was war crimes committed against our soldiers, bro, by a sitting president. By a sitting president in this nation, bro. War crimes committed on our soldiers. Whenever you send men, women in harm's way on some bullshit, that's a war crime.
Yeah.
It's a war crime. The soldiers are being soldiers. And then if you lie to them and tell them why they're going, that's even worse.
Which they always do.
Which they always do.
They always
a lot of these soldiers just want to be a good soldier and be a patriot. But then when they get over there and find out they've been lied to, a lot of them snap.
Shit. Why you think I'm here?
Like, you telling me that's not really what's going on? They got us over here because they want to take somebody's damn oil? Or they want to secure this or they want to secure that? So you tell me this guy's really not a bad guy, and that you actually meet with him at Bohemian Grove.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's all they know how to do is lie. Everything is, they always lie. This is why now you see on social media lies are becoming enacted as the truth.
That's a fact, bro. Because if you go and tell the truth, what they do, brother, they don't actually. They'll just shut your shit down.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to communicate with nobody just for telling the truth.
You got lying fraud.
You go contrary to the lies they try to push on the people. You come out and raise your hand, but like, no, that's not the truth. This is the truth. It's like the teacher telling you to sit down and shut up or get out the class.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do.
Yeah. They're the only ones they're the only ones who can lie.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the crazy part. I mean, you know, they got words called perjury. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You lie to them, it's a crime, but they are allowed to lie to you to jam you up.
And and breaking the law, breaking their own law.
They're allowed to lie to you to jam you up, but you can't lie to them to keep yourself out of trouble.
Right.
And you and I, not necessarily you and I, but you and I as a society, not necessarily me and you.
Yes.
We didn't swear to uphold any laws, not even to obey them. We didn't swear. We didn't do that. We wasn't sworn in as adults to do nothing. But these guys was, and they break the law more than any damn body.
Yep.
They break the law more than anybody as law enforcement. And the ones who lobby against whatever it may be, they indulge in those activities more than anybody, especially the drugs.
Oh yeah.
Especially the drugs. Which is why they're sending the immigrants to the so-called asylum cities. And it's not ironic that they're making everywhere we are the asylum cities, because they don't want them near them, because they don't know who these people are. And if they could be criminals, they could be bringing hundreds of criminals over here to, America, into our communities. We don't know that. They can be nice people, but they can be criminals also. And they also at the same time not asking us whether we want to spend our tax dollars on that shit.
Facts.
It's our money. They're supposed to be asking us, okay, what we going to do about it? I know we elected you to represent us. That's just for the sake of argument, because I never elected nobody.
No, me either.
But my tax dollars are still circulating in this system. And I don't care how much it is. I know mine don't compare to the collective of all of us, but I don't want mine spent like that. Take mine out.
Facts.
I don't want mine spent like that on no damn immigrants, and when we have citizens who don't have anywhere to stay. Now, they took a high school and they closed it in Chicago. They closed it because they said they didn't have any money to run it efficiently. Yet they're going to house people in it. And that's going to take a lot of money to do. So telling me you can house people in, you can make it housing, but you can't make it function as a school. You know what I'm saying? And if you and I were hungry, naked, and out of doors, and we went to the police department and say, "Could I stay a night here?" They're not letting your ass stay there unless you're under arrest.
Facts.
But they got people sleeping in the police departments, got people sleeping in a very nice building. That building is a very nice building that they closed down in Chicago, that they're going to house people in. And the people who are telling them they're going to spend their tax dollars this way look just like the people they brought over here. So of course they're going to say, we're going to do this, and you're not going to do anything about it. They're sending the people, Abbott and DeSantis and others are sending the people to our cities. Peace to the brother Bronze Flat Power God. Salute to you.
Bronze.
Salute to the realist McCoy. Yeah,
McCoy, what's going on?
The realist McCoy. Today's my brother's birthday. My one of my baby brothers turned 53 today. One of my baby brothers turned 53. I'm getting old, brother. Yeah, they bring these people into our neighborhoods, and all they're getting is our resources.
Yeah.
You're gonna take money and set money aside for somebody else? For every person who they put in a home, they need to scoop up somebody who homeless that's on the street and put them in one too.
Right.
They need to match every homeless person. They need to match wherever they having the people in the asylum. They need to match it with another homeless person.
I mean, if nobody haven't really paid attention to what they did with this whole fucking Russian war, come on. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. Nothing. Not one thing. They ain't doing nothing. They raised our taxes, our gas prices, our food prices and everything to feed a whole nother country times two.
That's crazy.
Two.
That's madness. That is madness. Brother, a dozen of eggs was $10, bro.
Yeah.
A dozen eggs was $10. Loaf of bread, $4-5 for a loaf of bread, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but they keep all that junk low so they can kill us. See, that's why I don't, I won't be a part of that detriment or that crime against our people. That's why I don't vote for nobody, brother, because you're responsible for that person who are doing this and serving to our detriment. So I won't commit that crime against our people.
Nope.
Now, the man can't even ride a bike, right? Without falling off his bike. He can't come down a flight of steps without falling. He can't even do a commencement without falling. And he's somebody who they want to prop up. They actually literally propping him up to do a re-election. Literally propping him up. And then they would use, but these people are willing participants like a Roland Martin and anybody who will stand to endorse him. They're willing participants. And they want us, and they call us stupid because we don't want to be involved in none of these politics. They call us stupid because, and they say, well, you can't say anything, you can't complain. Yes, I can complain. You can't tell me because I don't vote that I don't have no say so. As long as I'm paying taxes, I gotta say so. If I wasn't paying taxes,
fuck all that. Long as I'm from the land, I gotta say so.
Exactly.
Point blank.
I said, as long as I exist, as long as I'm here, I'm gonna say something.
Right.
I'm gonna say something. You can't tell me I can't say anything.
Yep.
They want us to believe that there's some benevolent politician that's going to change our dynamic and change our condition. No, they're not. No. Because they do the same thing every single time. Well, they're going to make a change the next term, and then they go and they do the same thing that the last person that was just in their office did. Nothing. 8 years. I didn't even vote for Obama. I never voted for the presidency. Never. Why? Because I didn't see anybody who I would get up or I would take a day off from work as an adult and go into school or wherever they have the booths at and cast a vote for anybody. Nobody had, I didn't have that type of confidence in anybody who ever ran.
All right.
I knew that Obama was up in 2003 when he spoke at the DNC. I said, he's next. They were like, no. I said, he's next. Where the fuck he come from? All of a sudden, he's speaking at the DNC, a junior damn congressman, senator, whatever the hell he was. I said, he's next. He's up next.
Mm-hmm. You know, because they'll start putting them up there. They start putting them right on TV.
I said, he got next. I said, look how the people are gravitating towards him. Look how the people are responding to him. I said, he's next. Damn if he wasn't next. But then you know I have brothers, man, telling me, saying, no way in hell they gonna elect Barack Hussein Obama. I said, brother, presidents are selected, not elected. They just, put that, just see the word elected, it just took the S off.
Barry Hussein. That's his real name, Barry, goddamn it.
Yeah. And he,
Hussein
he
Obama.
served to our detriment, brother. He served to our detriment. He damn sure did that. Because you see the laws that he passed, brother. He passed some laws that's totally detrimental to us. And, a lot happened on his watch, too. So he served his purpose, and it was to our detriment. See, they're quick to put a face that looked like us to serve to our detriment. Like, over in your your home city, like Eric Adams. Keychant Sewell, she resigned yesterday. The police commissioner.
Yeah.
She resigned because, I know why she resigned because they were tying her hands. There was a former officer that chased some young brothers with a gun. You know how young people horseplay. And in the basketball hit, I believe it was his surveillance camera and damaged it. He grabbed his gun out his store. He had one of those bodegas that he chased the young brothers around the street, just chasing them with the gun. So the young brothers called the police, and the police did the right thing. They arrested him. They arrested him. They locked his ass up. But the chief of that precinct took him off the hook. Came and got him out. No nothing. He didn't even get booked. And the commissioner, who's the sister, Keechant Sewell, she wanted to punish that chief for doing that because that was out of line. He broke the law. He chased children with guns. So he was supposed to get on that hook for doing that. And he was hindering her. Eric Adams was hindering his sister from doing her job. And she just couldn't take it no more, so she resigned. Eric Adams is a former police captain. He wants to run the police department. That probably was the job he really wanted. So being that he's mayor, he wanted to run the police department also. But we'll see who he, put in her place. It's probably going to be some Irish man or Italian.
Or some Russian.
Yeah, they got the robots over there in New York now. The dog and the RoboCop, they got them over there now.
Yeah.
Robot detectives. The rostrum. I call him the rostrum mayor. You think all he's supposed to do is stand at the rostrum and speak to the people instead of actually doing things. He's a rostrum mayor. I know you're glad you don't live there anymore.
Oh yeah.
And they finally got rid of Villanueva too in LA too, brother. That sheriff out there who had the gang.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that.
They had a gang out there in LA. The sheriff department was a gang, bro. A Hispanic white supremacist gang.
Oh wow.
Peace to the brother, Big Dog Philly OG. Villanueva, brother, they even had tattoos, brother. How they got in, they had either have to. I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna put it in words you can understand. They had to fuck one of us up. That's how they got in.
Yeah.
And those who tried to blow the whistle and tried to expose it, they got fucked up too, even if they was a cop. Forgot what they called the executioners. That's what they're called. They were called.
Movie about them?
They were called the executioners. The gang in L.A. Of the sheriff's department. They were called the executioners.
Yeah. I think there's a movie about them.
Cheryl Dorsey, she was a sergeant at LAPD. She spoke about them a few times. She exposed them too. She's fearless, brother. Fearless. She's retired though. Fearless.
Yeah.
Former sergeant out there in LA. Yeah, so you think Mr. Trump's going to just go through the motions and they probably disqualify him. They said they think he's going to drop out and just take the little bit of slap on the wrist that he's going to get.
I mean, that's going to be the best thing to do if they're not planning to put him in again.
Yeah, I don't understand why
it's all a plan. It's all a script. So
yeah, it's all scripts. It's theater, brother. They had he was indicted in New York, indicted in Florida and Georgia. 37 additional charges in Florida alone. 37. Damn. He had all this paperwork that was classified in his house, brother. In his damn house. That could have, threatened, national security. That's what they said anyway. Even his lawyers are quitting. His lawyers said, "No, I can't defend this motherfucker no more.
They lying.
I could defend you."
I just think all this shit is lies.
Yeah. You know, like I said, it's a theater. It's theater.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the movie. Get your popcorn, as the brothers be saying. Get the popcorn. It's theater. Wasting the taxpayers' money, and we know Donald Trump's not going to see inside no damn jail.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. Nobody's damn jail. Gonna play this merch promo again, okay?
All right.
This is the Enemy's Public. I am Brother Nasir, showing off the Enemy's Public merchandise that my wife made me for Father's Day. We have the Enemy's Public shorts with the TEP and the crosshairs. And we also have the Enemy's Public t-shirt with the TEP with Brother Nasir, the Enemy's Public on the sleeve, and we have a YouTube logo on the bottom, letting people know that I'm on YouTube. And if they want to get to my channel, all they have to do is that if they have a scanner on their phone, is come and scan the barcode on their phone, and then you can go directly to my YouTube channel just by scanning the barcode on my t-shirt. That way, instead of people not being able to find my channel, they could find my channel just by scanning the barcode. It's fly. Instead of people trying to find me in the algorithm, they can find me directly just by scanning the barcode. This is the Enemy's Public. I am Brother Nasir. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I want to see. You know what that does, brother. I want to see what that does, and you know, and before I do those in mass production, you know, before I do that, you know, I have I showed you the jewelry and the watch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This logo, the logo I designed. My wife is way colder than that with this shit than I am. I just got into it. You know, she's nice with that designing. And yeah, I'm thinking about getting her some equipment. I'm thinking about getting equipment so I can do that shit myself. But I got family members that does it.
That's what's up. That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, that's some family members that'll help a brother out. So when you think about that situation in New York with the brother who was choked out, I think, did I have that conversation with you before?
I think we talked about it when it first like surfaced.
Yeah, he got indicted today. The guy who did it. Jordan, I think his name's Jordan Neely. The guy name is Daniel Penny. He I call him Daniel not worth a penny. He was indicted today. They say he can face up to 15 years. You know, he's a big guy, snuck up behind a little dude and choked him out. That's coward stuff to me, man.
Yeah.
That's coward stuff to me.
Some bullshit.
I mean, you're never supposed to pray. I mean, I'm not the type that would ever pray on the damn weak. And nah, that's just cowardly to me, bro. And then they raised over $2 million for this dude, man. So he's gonna be straight for us his defense. But anybody who can defend that, man, that's why I say some of these damn lawyers are scumbags, bro. Some of them are scumbags who would actually attempt to defend what we seen, bro. And they had like two guys holding the man's hand so he can't even take the man's hand from around his neck. They need to find out who they are, because they aided and abetted. They was an accessory to that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all part of the game. That's why the lawyers that go to get cases like that, they get the big bucks. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that's sort of ambulance chasing on the other side, right?
Yeah,
That's basically what that is, because
exactly.
if the lawyer raised $2 million, and if that case drag on and he has to be defended, they probably gonna try to spend every bit of that damn money
Oh hell yeah.
to get that loot.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for coming up, brother. It's always a pleasure chopping it up
No
with you.
problem.
Always a pleasure.
Nope.
So,
Thanks for having me, man.
when is TSL coming back, brother? So we can do those builds together.
I think I'm gonna start next week. I'm gonna start on a Monday, or I might start. I don't know. I want to start on Monday. Well, one day, but I might start sooner. So it all depends. It all depends.
Because you like to
But
do
it's gonna
stuff
be next
sporadically.
week.
You like to do things sporadically. Brother could be in the shopping center, be like, "Oh shit, Chris live." You know what I'm saying? I'm at the mall. Be at the mall and Chris is
Yeah.
live. Gotta go find me one of the massage chairs to sit in and do a quick chop up with you. But damn. Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you.
Salute to you too and the fam, man. Always.
Salute to my brother Big Dog Philly OG, Brown's Flat Power God, the realest McCoy. Salute to Lavender Lily and Jonathan Taylor for coming through. Thanks for coming through, brother. Joel 512, thanks for coming through. I appreciate that. I'm about to take my behind to sleep, brother. That's what I'm about to do. Do a quick tap in and talk about Daniel not worth a penny getting indicted. How the so-called white supremacy runs deep, because it runs deep when they can actually think they can defend this and raise a whole lot of money to do it. And it took them no time to raise that money for this guy. No time. $2.6 million.
Yeah.
All because he
it's man, to be honest, I think that money is from the banks. It's man,
could be. Could be.
Or for selected motherfuckers to literally do that.
It could be from that big bank over there. What's that? JP Morgan. Could be from them. They endorse shit like that.
Yeah, that's central bank. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's central bank.
They put set aside money away for the murder of our people. So no telling where it's from. But they want us to believe that the people raised it, that the people rallied together. You just triggered something in me, brother, with that statement you made too. They want us to believe that the people rallied together, that many people support him, that they raised that kind of money. That's bullshit.
It is.
That's bullshit.
I don't believe that one bit.
There's some corporate money right there. That's corporate money. Some damn corporate money, bro. That many people came together, putting their tools and fuels together for that shit. That's corporate money. I'm glad I thought of that, brother Chris. Yeah, me thinking, bro.
I mean, hey, ain't nothing changed.
I'll be thinking sometimes.
I'm telling you, man, because first of all, the central banks ain't got nothing but millionaire, billionaire money. So you not no regular Jane just because you got five, or probably somewhere like you making like 500 a month, something like that. Well, of course you're gonna end up being a fucking millionaire. You got some shit going on like that. Yeah, welcome to the goddamn club. But you're not a regular citizen banking out of a central bank. It's just not happening.
But you're absolutely correct, brother. You're absolutely correct. And Michael Phoenix, you're absolutely correct too. Some Marines probably pitched in, you know what I'm saying? Or the Marine Corps could have did the shit because he was one of them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That Semper Fi shit that it be yelling.
Yep.
The brothers on it. But but I really think that's corporate money, brother. And military money is corporate money. Any goddamn way, that's corporate money too. So
yeah,
it's all corporate money. Well, brother, thank you for coming through. About to shut it down. Salute to you, brother. Pleasure's always mine, brother.
Salute to you, man. Thanks for having me, man. Peace to the family. But everybody have a great evening. Salute.
Peace. This is the Enemy's Public. I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe. Leave it in the comment section. Peace.